Yeah, very good afternoon and welcome to a sunny Pier Stadium here in Salthill. It's the Galway Senior Hurling Championship throw in at 3 o'clock between last year's county champions Loughrea and Maigh. It's a preliminary quarter-final clash with a place available into this evening's quarter-final draw available to both sides. Loughrea come into this having lost to Cuilinn in their last group game, while Maigh certainly have put a marker down that they're very much part of this year's championship. We'll have team news for you about 10 minutes before the throw-in. That's at about 10 to 3. We'll also look forward to this game and can Maigh cause an upset, or will Loughrea get their championship ambitions back on track? It promises to be an intriguing clash between two great hurling sides, and the crowd's already pouring in here for this one. We bring a live commentary, as I say, from about 5 to 3 here today, and we look forward to Loughrea versus Maigh. Yeah, very good afternoon and you're welcome to Pier Stadium here in Salthill. It's the Forvis Mazars Galway Senior Hurling Championship preliminary quarter-final between last year's county champions Loughrea and Maigh. It's a breezy day here in Salthill. It's a breeze blowing from right to left as we look out from our commentary position here high up in the stand in a wonderfully presented Pier Stadium as always for today's clash. So the winners looking forward to a place in the quarter-final draws later this evening. We might start then with the Loughrea team, who are down to our right hand side, and we'll go through the starting 15 that we've been given for them, and that's Loughrea, as we say, in the blue jerseys with the yellow sash down to our right hand side. In goal is number 1 Garage Lucknan, the full back line of 2 Paul Hoban, 3 Johnny Cohen and 4 Kieran Hanrahan. The half back line reads 20 Gavin Maher, 22 Martin McManus and number 7 Brian Carey. Midfield is the partnership of 18 Hanrahan, the captain, and Cuilinn. The half forward line of Cayman Cuilinn, Tiernan Cuilinn at 11 and Joe Mooney at 12. And the full forward line now reads number 23 Vince Morgan, 14 Darren Shaughnessy and number 17 Sean Sweeney. The management, of course, is Tommy Kelly alongside Gavin Carey and Shane Cusack amongst others for Loughrea, and a big backroom team they have too. So that is the Loughrea team then, as we switch our attention to the men from the Gaeltacht from Maigh out the road here from Salthill, and they're in their white jerseys with a green sash, and we'll be going through the starting 15 for them and the teams that have been given to us here for our commentary. In goal is number 1 Jack Malloy, the full back line of 2 Mark Kearns, 3 Matt Donoghue and 4 Tom O'Connor. The half back line of 5 Aina Noon, 6 Jamer Davern and 7 Aina Davern. Midfield is the partnership of 8 Niall Fitzgerald and 9 Evan Kenny. The half forward line, number 17 Fiorca McDonough, number 21 Fionn McDonough and number 24 Mark Bradley. The full forward line then is 30 Keane Folan, 14 then the captain Colm Cunningham and number 15 James Bradley. So game, of course, here, if you were looking forward to it at 3 o'clock, it had been pushed back to the half 3 starting time now, which was coming up close here in Pier Stadium. That was due to the fact that the Junior A Championship game between Oranmore Mary and Liam Mellows required extra time and nearly required penalties as well, which would have pushed us out even further, but in the end 2 late points by the city side. Liam Mellows saw them get over the line in that one. Carl Collins and his the referee and his linesmen and officials all in readiness then to start this one. We said it's a big preliminary quarter final for one of these teams, their exit this year's championship, and certainly for Loughrea they'll be looking to try and get back to the glory days that they had last year as well in this Galway Senior Championship, which of course is sponsored by Forvis and Mazars. Our broadcast, of course, coming to you with Stream Sport today in association with Galway GA TV and Galway Bay FM. It's a collaboration between those three that allows us to bring you the pictures and commentary here from this clash, which is very close to throwing now. The teams wanted a little bit extra for their warm-up, and that's certainly what they're getting out there now. They have extra time just to go through their final warm-up. They thought they would be halfway through the game here, so as we did, but obviously things change, and we had to allow for time for that extra time to be played. So it's a matter of time now before the referee will call both teams in, and it is a dry day here at the moment. We had showers earlier in the day, but it's blowing strong wind from right to left here, and that's blowing into the scoreboard in at the RS Borna throwing down to our left hand side. The team playing with that will be looking to be a few points to the good at half time. As you can see, the tricolour blowing strongly in the wind there down to our right hand side in front of the goal that Loughrea are going through their final warm-ups. And another preliminary quarter-final that took place earlier today. The result in that one was played in Ballinasloe at 1 o'clock, and it was a win for Tommy Larkins over Athenry on a final scoreline of 2 goals and 22 points to 2 goals and 11. So a place in the quarter-final draw for Tommy Larkins, as we look at the Loughrea manager Tommy Kelly there, just giving a final few words to his team, and both sides then will be in readiness. Carl Collins, the referee, is looking at his watch out there as well. We're gone past the 3:30 as he's indicating up to the stand here that we might be another few minutes before we actually get to the throw in here. As the preliminary quarter-final half time we had was Turlough Moore 14 points, Clymer Daly 5 points, and we'll try and get an update on that as soon as we can as well. As in Galway hurling, a lot of games going on half time in the intermediate. It was 1-9 for Ceylon, 7 points for Clymer. Rahul Newcastle led Crowell 3-11 to 1-8 at half time as well, and plenty of goals raining in there in Gart in that one, as well. As the referee now has gone off the pitch for the moment here, and both teams still continuing with their warm-up. We were told we were going to get underway at 3:30. We've gone past that now by a couple of minutes, and still all eyes on both teams getting in their last few.
We ask the subs please to go to the stand. 3 minutes to throw in.
3 minutes to throw in, so we still waiting for that final call from the referee. We're playing down on Ravine in 2 minutes, so at least the PA system here keeping everyone in tune as to what's going on. As Maigh Cuilinn substitutes make their way nice and slowly, no big hurry on the way up. They'll be sitting in the stand down in front of us, as will the substitutes from Loughrea. But right now it's beginning to look like we're nearly there. We will have our rendezvous here as well in a couple of moments, and that has been that will be played. So we'll stand for the national anthem here in Pearse Stadium. Yeah, got a Maigh and Tommy's Ray for the start of the Forvis Mazars preliminary senior quarter final here in Pearse Stadium. Loughrea and Maigh Cuilinn go to battle here, and Maigh Cuilinn will be playing from right to left with the aid of the breeze in this first half. Carol Collins then in the centre of the field, just tidying up the whistle, making sure that all is in readiness then for the start of this preliminary quarter final. Big crowd here in Pearse Stadium as well, it must be said, for the second of a double header here. The earlier one was the junior clash that went to extra time, and Maigh Cuilinn pick it up there through the middle to Éanna Davern, and Éanna Davern is fouled. That's going to be a free for Maigh Cuilinn, and a chance for their free taker, ace marksman, who's putting up big scores this year, Mark Bradley. I think, will he come out to take that one, or is it left, right bank, centre of the middle of the field? As Bradley, James Bradley, will stand over this one, looking for the opening score of this quarter-final clash, as he strikes it towards the post. The goalkeeper can only look at it, and it's sent between the uprights. Loughrea get the opening score, or Maigh Cuilinn get the opening score to lead by 1 point to no score, and Bradley makes no mistake with that point from a free. His play continues with the puck out, batted down by Maigh Cuilinn and picked up there and dropped again as Loughrea now trying to get onto it, but Maigh Cuilinn are back there in numbers, trying to drive out with it there, playing with the breeze as we told you earlier. Lovely ball in over the top towards Cian Folin. Folin puts up the hand, but it bats out towards the full forward Colm Cunningham, the captain of Maigh Cuilinn, put under all sorts of pressure over there. The referee says there's a free on the Loughrea man. Now that man was Kieran Hanrahan, and that's going to be a free out, and it remains 1 point to no score. Minute and a half gone in the first half as that ball is sent over here towards the goalkeeper. It was Garage Loughnane that came out from the post to gather possession, out past his own 45-metre line, delivers the ball long in over the top. The hands go up, the ball breaks down as Loughrea trying to get onto it. In there is the full forward Darren Shaughnessy now going forward. Referees playing advantage here. The shot will come in from the man wearing number 22, Martin McManus, and Martin McManus makes no mistake whatsoever, puts that ball up and over the bar. We're level in Pearse Stadium inside the opening 2 minutes. We've had a point apiece as we wait for the puck out to come. Loughrea get the equalising score. Referee spotted a foul, however, and that's going to be a free out to Maigh Cuilinn inside their own 45-metre line. Referee having a quick word with one of the officials on the far side of backroom team, telling them to vacate the sideline on the far side. So a free to be taken by the wing back for Maigh Cuilinn, the number 7, Éanna Davern, in around the house of goals, breaks inside towards Cunningham. Cunningham now, a lovely little pop pass out towards the wing back wearing number 5 is Éanna Noon, and Éanna Noon makes no mistake. Maigh Cuilinn certainly up for the task in the early stages here. Wide in the end, it's a wide ball. It looked like that one had gone over the bar, but the umpire said it's gone out the right hand side and wide. Maigh for a minute I thought he was going for the white flag, but it's play continues and it remains a point apiece as Loughrea pick it up now to Tiernan Cuilinn. Cuilinn now, crossfield ball towards McManus, goes for a long ambitious effort, ball dropping in, flicked in across and into the back of the net. Would you believe it, the ball has gone to the back of the net. It's flicked in there by Vince Morgan, who kept his eye on it all the way. The ball was dropping in and a little flick. Maigh Cuilinn were waiting for the ball to go wide. It's coming the third minute and that ball into the back of the net from Vince Morgan, who flicked it in and has got the opening goal of the game here to put Loughrea into the lead by 1-1 to 1 point in the early stages. Now, what have Maigh Cuilinn got to back in response here? Trying to walk the ball back out towards the number 21, Fionn McDonagh, and McDonagh drives it in, dropping it around the house. Dangerous ball, goalkeeper has to be up for it. Bounces down inside the small parallelogram, but Loughrea were the quickest to it. That could have gone anywhere in there. It was danger for a moment for Loughrea perspective, but in the end the ball is drilled away by Joe Mooney down to the far side towards McManus. Lovely little flick pass back inside, but Maigh Cuilinn get a touch in it there to try and get it towards Fionn McDonagh. McDonagh now trying to go forward. That was a high enough tackle there on the rangy half forward, and he's on the side free, and James Bradley will come out to take this one and try and reduce the deficit. But certainly going back to that goal by Vince Morgan, the number 23 for Loughrea, it was a super score. Touch in, ball in around the house, kept his eye on it all the way and flicked it past a despairing Jack Malloy in the Maigh Cuilinn goal. So we have a free now just inside the 65-metre line for James Bradley, and a chance to get Maigh Cullinn's second point and his second point. As stands over this, pretty central now for Bradley. He's been firing these over all year, and in the end he fires that one out. to the left hand side of the post. Second wide of the day for Maigh Cuilinn. And it remains Loughrea 1-1, Maigh Cuilinn a point. Puck out taken now, goes to the far side. Good distance on that one despite being against the breeze here. Picked up and won over there by the Loughrea midfielder and captain Ian Hanrahan. It's gone out over the sideline. It will be a sideline ball on the far side to be taken by the man wearing number 3, Matt Donoghue, given years of long service to Maigh Cuilinn. He's going to take this one. Strikes it, doesn't get a great purchase in it, but it might work out for Mark Kearns. Kearns trying to burst out through the Loughrea attack, but the referee will call it back, and we will have a free for Maigh Cuilinn between the 65 and 45 metre line. Will they call out James Bradley? They will. He'll feel he'll have the distance with the breeze behind him. So still it remains a 3-point ball game. We're heading into the 6th minute of the first half here in Pearse Stadium. It's a breezy but dry Pearse Stadium, as Bradley now inside his own 65, lifts, strikes, sends the ball on its way. It's travelling towards the post. It's dropping out to the left hand side and wide, and that is the danger for Maigh Cuilinn, that these wides may begin to add up. 3 wides in the opening 6 minutes, whereas Loughrea have had 2 opportunities at scores and have taken both of them. As that ball again lands between the 45 and 65 metre line down to our right hand side, picked up there brilliantly by Loughrea's centre forward Tiernan Cuilinn. Sends a beautiful ball inside to McManus. McManus stepping inside. This should be another goal. Oh, he drills it high and up and over the bar. He was going for the back of the net, but in the end it's gone up and over the bar. 1-2 to a point. McManus gets his second point of the afternoon from play, but the goal was there for the taking, you'd imagine. But still, nonetheless, a score for Loughrea, as the ball is transferred to this side of the field now towards Cuilinn. Cuilinn down along the line again towards McManus. And McManus sees that ball come away from him, but it might be picked up by Vince Morgan. Morgan now, goal scorer for Loughrea already, having a look at the post. Decides to go across field, however, sends a lovely ball inside. Loughrea lose it, but get it back out the field it comes. Here's the opportunity now. Referee says play on. Little hand pass goes astray, however, from a Loughrea perspective, and is picked up back in there by Fiachra McDonagh, and McDonagh gets it off and turned into the cornerback Tom O'Connor down this side of the field, kept in there by Fionn McDonagh, goes to ground but still manages to hold on to the yellow ball. It still goes forward, has support, little pop pass. This is better by Maigh Cuilinn now. Lovely pass off towards Tom O'Connor. Tom O'Connor driving forward. Tom O'Connor drives it in, and Tom O'Connor drives it up and over the bar. Loughrea said it's gone out to the right hand side and wide. We'll have to look at the replay again. It's very hard to see. The referee has chalked it down. Tom O'Connor, well, there may be a debate in that one later on when people look back on this, but right now it's been given, and it's Tom O'Connor with the point for Maigh Cuilinn, which may cause a little bit of controversy later on. 8 minutes gone. It's 1-2 to 2 points. So there's that goal from Vince Morgan separating the sides. Ball breaks down from the puck out. Battle for possession. Picked up in the end by Loughrea. A little bit of a swipe there. Referee didn't spot it. Play on. There's a lovely crossfield ball there. Is dealt with initially by Maigh Cuilinn defence, and they get the ball away, and they need to try and find the players. They drill it over to the far side of the field, but it's picked up easily over there by Gavin Maher. Maher sends it back with interest down to the far side towards McManus. A little bit of space, should be a scoring chance for McManus. Decides, you know what, I'd still going. I didn't get the goal a few minutes ago, I might get it here. Passes the ball inside. Loughrea going for the juggler here. If they can strike it in, they do. Strike it up and over the bar. Super score by Vince Morgan. 1-3 to 2 points as Morgan gets a point to add to his earlier goal. 1-1 for him now. Loughrea very dangerous up front, it has to be said, in the early stages here. 1 goal and 3 points to 2 points. The puck out to come from Jack Malloy, the goalkeeper for Maigh Cuilinn, and he gets plenty of purchase on that one. It'll land down on the opposite 45. Touchdown by McDonagh, but only got it up there by the man wearing 17, Shane O'Brien. Shane back towards the wing back Gavin Maher, and Maher then delivers it long. This is very good by Loughrea, and here goes Vince Morgan again. Lovely little pass. Should be another goal. Here's the opportunity. The ball is in the back of the net. It's another goal for Loughrea, and this time the goal has been claimed by Darren Shaughnessy, set up by Vince Morgan, and Shaughnessy makes no mistake to put that ball in the back of the net. With 10 minutes gone in the first half, we've got 2 Loughrea goals first from Vince Morgan on 3 minutes, the second 7 minutes later from the full forward Darren Shaughnessy. And Shaughnessy now has opened his account here with a timely goal for Loughrea as that ball is sent inside again. Every time the ball goes in, there's a danger that Loughrea will be getting onto it, such as the potent attack force that they have in there. They've already scored 2 goals. They lead by 7, 2-3 to 2 points. Cuilinn now just need to try and settle into this game. If that ball is delivered in, up to go for it. The hands go up, the ball breaks down. Who's onto it? Looks like it's Jamer Davern getting in there for Cuilinn. Needs support, goes back out the field towards Éanna Noon. Noon now off the left, sends a lovely ball inside. Cuilinn with a scoring chance. They send it in, they send it high, and they send it over the bar by Mark Bradley on this occasion. It was a badly needed score for Cuilinn as Mark Bradley makes no mistake from play. In the 11th minute of the first half, Cuilinn get their third point. 2-3 to 3 points ball. Again, the Cuilinn marking is non-existence up there from some of those balls. And here goes Shaughnessy again, looking for another goal. Shaughnessy back of the net. Things not looking good for Cuilinn at the moment. 3-3 to 3 points. And Darren Shaughnessy with 2 opportunities and making no mistake with both of them, putting the ball in the back of the net. 12 minutes gone. 3-3 for Loughrea and Cuilinn 3 points. In the game that was supposed to start at 3 o'clock, it didn't start at 3:30. It's all about the threes here, as a foul committed by Loughrea is going to be a free out for Cuilinn back inside their own half. And we'll keep you up to date with the other scores as they come into us as well today, as a long ball in over the top here breaks down inside, but the goalkeeper very much in control of that one as he gets it out, and Loughrea complete the clearance. Again, they go to the far side of the field where there seems to be acres of space there for Darren Shaughnessy. Did well to keep it in. Thought it was gone out of the sideline for a moment. Still going forward as he pulled back. Play answers the referee. Shaughnessy goes for the point, sends it in, and makes no mistake whatsoever. That's all Loughrea here in Salthill as Shaughnessy adds a point to his 2 earlier goals. 13 minutes on the clock. 3-4 to 3 points. Out of the sideline, it'll be a sideline ball. Linesman up on it pretty quickly there for Cuilinn. Taking this one is Niall Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets a good purchase on it. That's a good ball into the inside line. Gathered brilliantly there by Davern. Davern now driving forward. Jimrod in possession. Sees the ball go out over the sideline. Going to be a sideline ball for Loughrea. As we said earlier, the pitch in great condition here. So certainly holding up very well over the last few weeks as well. We've had a lot of rain, of course, in Galway across the county. This one going to be taken by Paul Hoogan. Dropped by Cuilinn, who looked that they had possession, and the ball gone to ground. The referee Carol Collins is going to go in, and he's going to try and throw this one in between 2, if not 4 or even 6 players. He's looking for the rest of them to get back. He only needs 2. Collins eventually gets it in and picked up by Loughrea. McManus back out the field. It comes towards Shane O'Brien, gets it into the centre. Loughrea just very comfortable on the ball, even though put under a bit of pressure there by Cuilinn, and picked up in turn by Brian Carey. Carey now down along the line. That's the side of the field that's paying dividends for Loughrea today, as Darren Shaughnessy comes back out as he fouled. No play on, says the referee. Sends a lovely dummy there to the Cuilinn player, who in the end says thou shalt not pass, and it's going to be a free in for Loughrea. The referee indicating as if he had to what the foul was for. It was straight, blocked down, and in the end, for a little bit of afters, the referee will bring it in closer to goal, just to make it a little bit easier for Loughrea. Lifts, strikes, and sends it up and over the bar. 3-5 to 3 points. The latest free coming from Tiernan Cuilinn. And Cuilinn certainly hadn't played with the breeze in the opening 15 minutes here. We'll look at trying to get a couple of goals before half time, you'd imagine, because Loughrea will have the elements in the second half, but right now they're playing as if they had the elements. And again, it's a lovely delivery to Vince Morgan out in front of his man, be put under all sorts of pressure there as both players go to ground. Support coming in from Loughrea again, picked up brilliantly there out of the mess by Gavin Maher. Out the field it goes to Ian Hanrahan, back out as Loughrea just throwing the ball around and finding their men with ease. Again, it's a lovely delivery into the full forward line. Here's the chance for Morgan, who goes to ground. The referee says play on, there was no foul. The ball coming out this side of the field. Vince Morgan was within a step or two there of being in for another goal scoring opportunity for Loughrea, but it certainly didn't work out on that occasion. Referee has spotted free there on the Maigh Cuilinn man, and that's going to be an opportunity for James Bradley. 3-5 to 3 points his side trail here with 16 minutes or thereabouts gone in the first half. Maigh Cuilinn management team in the huddle down in front of us as well, just trying to figure out where they go from here. As Bradley, this will be a start, and it is a good strike, and it's a 4th point for Maigh Cuilinn, and those goals really are the difference between the sides right now. As James Bradley makes no mistake to get his 2nd point from a place ball. 3-5 to 4 points. Maigh Cuilinn or Loughrea delivered down along the line again. Touchdown by the cornerback Kieran Hanrahan. Hanrahan doing well. Wasn't supposed to win that ball by right. Sends a lovely delivery inside. Who's onto it? It's the Maigh Cuilinn man that's back there, Aina Davern. And Davern in turn scoops it out towards Aina Noon now. First time delivers it long into space inside, in towards Cian Folin. Folin now trying to take on his man, likes to score goals, gives a lovely little ball inside. That's a foul. The chance will come in, but we'll go back for the free. It'll be another opportunity for Maigh Cuilinn to register another score from a place ball. Just on the 21 metre line, you'd imagine. James Bradley gets up to take this one for his side. And the draws coming up later on Galway Bay FM for the quarter-finals of the intermediate, senior and senior B, as we watched the free being taken and made no mistake by James Bradley. His 3rd of the afternoon. 3-5 to 5 points, so the 3 goals is what separates the sides here. Puck out to come from Garage Lucknan. He goes to this side of the field. Loughrea again move it. The direct passing into the inside line is pretty awesome, as they say. It's a good delivery that forwards like, and again Maigh Cuilinn trying to play it out, but not able on that occasion. So ball goes to ground again. It's a little bit scrappy in there at the moment. The referee says play on. Ball eventually comes out and Loughrea have it. It's recycled back, falls out of the hand of the Loughrea player, who's just about to wind up and take an opportunity at score there, as now the ball is in the centre of the field, sent in by Aina Noon. Is that going to go over the bar? Aina Noon's effort is a good effort, and it's been a good response by Maigh Cuilinn. They're back to 3-5 to 6 points now. Crucially, those goals tell their own story, as ball picked up by James Bradley, however, from the puck out. In it goes as far as Fionn McDonough. McDonough needs to give it back, and Bradley goes for a point from out the field. It's a high effort by Bradley. It's a good score as well. Gets a point from play. And certainly Maigh Cuilinn not lying down here, as Bradley took the pass from McDonough and made no mistake in putting it between the uprights. The last 4 scores have come from Maigh Cuilinn, but they still trail by 7 points. As a free man in the middle of the field was Shane O'Brien, and O'Brien delivers it into the inside forward line once again. In they go. Maigh Cuilinn trying to come out with it. The referee says play on. There was no foul, but the Maigh Cuilinn man manages to come out with it. Matt Donoghue getting the little pass away. Maigh Cuilinn out round the centre, still driving forward. Referee's going to give a free to Maigh Cuilinn, and James Bradley will make his way over towards it. He wasn't far away from it, and the referee, for a little bit of there's the signal you can see on your screen. We don't need to tell you any more about it. A little bit of after. There's a little bit of chat that Carl Collins not having any of today, and brings the free forward to the 65-metre line, and another opportunity for James Bradley. And this would be 5 in a row for Maigh Cuilinn as Bradley strikes it in, makes no mistake, and it's a marvellous comeback in one sense by Maigh Cuilinn. Have it back to 3-5 to 8 points. Both sides have scored 8 times, but crucially Loughrea have scored 5 points with the 3 goals. So Loughrea go short with the puck out towards Joseph Mooney now on his own 45-metre line, sends a lovely ball inside once again. The hand goes up for a pass taken brilliantly by Vince Morgan. Morgan now driving on past the 40-metre line, still going forward, gets a little bit of a tap, passes the ball back out. Is this another goal? It is another goal into the back of the net, set up by Vince Morgan. His second goal to set up. He's already scored one as well. Martin McManus finishes the ball to the back of the net as the referee is on his way over to the far side now to talk to someone over there, as Martin McManus rifles that ball to the back of the net. He's already got a point as well. 21 minutes gone. 4-5 to 8 points in favour of Loughrea. Well, Maigh Cuilinn are going to have to go to the well again and see can they come up with another couple of scores. Here they trail. It's 4-goal Loughrea, very much to the fore, and in possession and driving forward again. Off it goes, way over on the far side of the field. Being chased down over there by 2 Maigh Cuilinn players. Steps out over the line. It will be a sideline ball to Maigh Cuilinn on the far side of the field. The man caught out on that occasion was the captain, Ian Hanrahan. Steps out over the line, forced out over the line, and a sideline ball to Maigh Cuilinn. Just over 8 minutes of normal time then to go in the first half here, as Loughrea, who lost out their last game to Craughwell, have really gone away and done the work, and have come here today and produced a devastating opening 20 minutes to see them score 4 goals. Here's a chance now for Maigh Cuilinn from Mark Kearns from out the field, but he sends that one out to the left hand side and wide. Good opportunity, a little bit of space for him, but just didn't find the accuracy with the shot, and allows Loughrea to come away again. The wide expanses of Pearse Stadium, the commentators curse, they give the ball away as referee's going to go back for a free foul on Fionn McDonough, big tall man in the out around the middle for Maigh Cuilinn. 17 points to 8 if you're just joining us here in Pearse Stadium. 4-5 for Loughrea, 8 points for Maigh Cuilinn in our live GA broadcast today, brought to you in association with Galway GA TV, Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM. As James Bradley comes out to take this one. 5 points for the corner forward for Maigh Cuilinn thus far in this game, as he's going to try and register another one for his side. Strikes it in. Is it going to find its destination? The umpire says it is. He's gone for the white flag, and another good one by Bradley. He's now scored 6 points in this first half. 4-5 to 9 points. Puck out by Garage Loughrea, out to the far side of the field. Touchdown on one here. Maigh Cuilinn trying to work the ball inside. This is good work. This should be another score. It's good delivery inside to Jamer Davern, and Davern does the rest. Sends it right over the black spot. And once again, you just cannot but admire Maigh Cuillinn's tenacity, and you know, they're trailing because of those 4 goals. But other than that, they really put it up to Loughrea, but the goal chances that Loughrea have taken have widened that gap. The referee will go back for a free here as we head towards the final 6 minutes of the first half, with Loughrea in control here, leading by 7, 4-5 to 10 points. So seem to have lost a sliotar there. Everybody asking for Garage Loughrea to send one out towards the centre of the field, and Shane O'Brien inside his own 65-metre line. Want to strike this one for Loughrea. Lifts, strikes, sends the ball towards the post, going to drop short, up to go for it, touched out by Maigh Cuillinn's stick, but breaks back inside as pressure comes on. There's 3 or 4 Maigh Cuilinn men around the Loughrea attacker as Maigh Cuilinn need to get it off now. He can't catch it again. The pressure being put on the Maigh Cuilinn man, Niall Fitzgerald, as he comes out with it. The referee says no foul. Maigh Cuilinn were patiently waiting for the referee's whistle to go there, but in the end the referee says get on with it, play on, as the ball eventually emerges from the scrum. Maigh Cuilinn struggled with it there for a minute, Matt Donoghue, but gets the clearance down this side of the field, close to the sideline. Will it stay in play? No, just too much on it. It's gone out over the sideline. Sideline ball to Loughrea, who want to take it quickly. Joseph Mooney between his own 45 and 21 metre line. Oris Bohan throw end. Strikes that one, but probably not one of the ones he'll remember for some time. It's just a total miss-hit. Catches the ground, sends the ball spilling out over the sideline, and gives a sideline ball in turn to Maigh Cuilinn. Éanna Noon on the strike this one. Was looking for maybe support to come from behind, but maybe he's going to have a cut at the post from here. We're right behind this one, so we've got a good view. Strikes it in, strikes it well, strikes it up and over the bar. That's a superb sideline cut by Éanna Noon. It's Maigh Cuillinn's 11th point of the afternoon, and Éanna Noon gets a sideline to add to his earlier point. And we're just over 3 minutes to go to half time. Maigh Cuilinn have hit back to that goal by Martin McManus with 3 points of their own, 4-5 to 11 points. Loughrea now driving forward through Paul Houben. Houben sends a nice ball, disguised pass down along the line, comes off the hand of Martin McManus, but he's there again. Is that a pull down? No play on, says the referee. Again, we go to a ruck-like situation here as a little tap in the hand by the cornerback Tom O'Connor on the Loughrea player, and Loughrea not happy with that as players get to know each other. All happening in front of the referee. There was a little tap on the hand there by Tom O'Connor, so the referee will have a word with the cornerback from Maigh Cuilinn. He'll be calling them over. O'Connor pleading his innocence there, but it was a slap on the hand, and a yellow card will be issued, and exactly what Carol Collins, the referee, has indicated and done. So the free will be for Loughrea. It'll be for Tiernan Cuilinn. It's inside the 45 metre line, a couple of yards in from the sideline down to the Dr. Mannix Road end, as he lifts it, strikes it, tries to get the breeze to bring it in, but it never actually came in. It stayed on its track out towards the left hand post and wide for Loughrea. Puck out to the centre of the field. Maigh Cuilinn now looking to drive it on before half time. Another score or two would certainly give them something to fight for in the second half. And if they get the ball forward here now towards Fionn McDonagh. McDonagh trying to go past his man, held up. The referee says no foul. Loughrea get away with it. Maigh Cuilinn claiming that their player was fouled, but the referee says no, none of that. We'll play on, as the ball is now being defended by Maigh Cuilinn back inside their own 45 metre line. Coming out with it there is the man wearing 24, Mark Bradley. Sends the ball over the far side of the field. Maigh Cuilinn nearly give it away. They're under pressure, trying to come out with it. Being pulled back there was the number 7, Éanna Davern. The referee said no foul into Darren Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy now trying to wind up, but he's had loads of company. They are brilliant work here by Loughrea. That should be a point. It's high, it's struck up and over the bar by Tiernan Cuilinn. Well, Maigh Cuilinn had possession, but they somehow lost it over there. 4-6 to 11 points. As it went to the final minute of the first half of normal time here. Loughrea get a pull on it out towards the centre, but picked up there by Mark Bradley, off towards Éanna Noon. Oh, it does well to get it inside. Little bit of space here from Maigh Cuilinn, who decide, you know what, we'll wait for the free and we'll take our opportunity. We'll bring it out and give James Bradley another chance. He's already got 6 in this first half. Referee having a word with one of the Loughrea players. Just a quick chat on the way in there, but Bradley now will try and get Maigh Cuillinn's 12th point of the first half. Outside the 45, lifts, strikes,
There will
sends
be
the
at
ball
least
in.
1 minute of additional time at the end of this half.
1 minute
At least 1
of
minute of
additional
additional
time being announced over the PA system here as well, as Bradley gets another point for his side. That's 7 now for the corner forward. We're going to be playing 1 added on minute here, so 18 points plays 12, a 6-point ball game, and really credit to Maigh Cuilinn for staying in this contest for so long. In this first half they could easily have dropped the heads, and really 4 goals to concede in a half is always a big ask to try and come back from, but there's still only 6 points in it. Were they to get another score before half time, then we'd have an interesting second half here, because Maigh Cuilinn have shown in the past that they are a good second half team as well, as they ball is taken to the far side of the field towards Tom O'Connor, towards the number 14 Colin Cunningham, out over the sideline on the far side of the field. Will maybe Loughrea are the ones that are going to finish with the score here, as Brian Carey goes forward now, taking a shot from out on the far sideline, dropping it in and into the hands of the goalkeeper. And with that, the referee Carol Collins blows the half-time whistle here in Pearse Stadium in the Forvis Mazars Galway Senior Hurling Championship preliminary quarter final, and it's the men from Loughrea that lead at half-time, 4 goals and 6 points to Maigh Cuillinn's 12 points. So a 6-point advantage for the reigning county champions as the teams go in at half time, and a big second half to come here in Pearse Stadium. The early goal coming after 3 minutes from Vince Morgan. Darren Shaughnessy with 2 goals then in the 10th and 12th minute that put them 3-3 to 3 points ahead. And then we had a Mark McManus goal on 21 minutes. But 7 points from James Bradley and a couple of others as well chipping in from Maigh Cuilinn have kept them in this contest. But we're going to take leave from you here in Pearse Stadium as the sun shines down on the Salthill venue. And we go in at half time here with Loughrea leading by 6. The half time score: Loughrea 4 goals and 6 points, Maigh Cuilinn 12 points. Quarter-final clash as he strikes it towards the post. The goalkeeper can only look at it, and it's sent between the uprights. He's playing advantage here. The shot will come in from the man wearing number 22, Martin McManus, and Martin McManus makes no mistake whatsoever, puts that going for the white flag, but it's play continues and it remains a point apiece as Loughrea pick it up now through Tiernan Cuilinn. Cuilinn now crossfield ball towards McManus, goes for a long ambitious effort, ball dropping in, flicked in across and into the back. Beautiful ball inside to McManus. McManus stepping inside, this should be another goal. Oh, he drills it high and up and over the bar. He was going for the back better by Maigh Cuilinn now. Lovely pass off towards Tom O'Connor. Tom O'Connor driving forward. Tom O'Connor drives it in and Tom O'Connor drives it up and over the bar. Didn't get the goal a few minutes ago, I might get it here. Passes the ball inside. Loughrea going for the juggler here. If they can strike it in, they do strike it up and over the bar. The man wearing 17, Shane O'Brien. Shane back towards the wing back, Gavin Maher, and Maher then delivers it long. This is very good by Loughrea, and here goes Vince Morgan again. Lovely little pass, should be another goal. Here's the opportunity, the ball inside. Maigh Cuilinn with a scoring chance. They send it in, they send it high, and they send it over the bar by Mark Bradley on this occasion. The 11th minute of the first half, Maigh Cuilinn get their third point, 2-3 to 3 points ball. Again, the Maigh Cuilinn marking is non-existence up there from some of those balls, and here goes Shaughnessy again looking for another goal. Shaughnessy back at it going forward as he pulled back. Play on, says the referee. Shaughnessy goes for the point, sends it in, and makes no mistake whatsoever. That's all Loughrea. Lifts, strikes, and sends it up and over the bar. Where they go from here is Bradley. This will be a start, and it is a good strike, and it's a 4th point for Senior B as we watched the free being taken and made no mistake by James Bradley. His 3rd of the afternoon. He got scored there as now the ball is in the centre of the field, sent in by Éanna Noon. Is that going to go over the bar? Éanna Noon's effort is a good effort, and this would be 5 in a row for Maigh Cuilinn as Bradley strikes it in, makes no mistake, and it's Joseph Mooney now on his own 45-metre line, sends a lovely ball inside once again. The hand goes up for a pass taken brilliantly by Vince Morgan. Morgan now driving on past the 40-metre line, still going forward, gets a little bit of a tap, passes the ball back out. Is this another goal? It is another goal into the back of the register. Another one for his side, strikes it in. Is it going to find its destination? The umpire says it is. He's going for the white flag here. Maigh Cuilinn trying to work the ball inside. This is good work. This should be another score. It's good delivery inside to Jamer Jab at the post from here. We're right behind this one, so we've got a good view. Strikes it in, strikes it well, strikes it up and over the bar. That's a superb wind up, but he's had loads of company. They are brilliant work here by Loughrea. That should be a point. It's high, it's struck up and over the bar by 5. Lifts, strikes, sends the ball in.
1 minute of additional time at the end of this half.
1 minute of additional time being announced over the PA. second team back out for the start of the second half, leading at half time, as we told you, by 4-6 to 12 points. And Loughrea will have the breeze in the second half. A result from earlier as well: Rahon Newcastle 5-20, Craughwell 4-12. That was in the intermediate hurling championship. Turlough a big win as well over Cuilinn Daly, as Loughrea go straight into the attack here, straight to try and open the scoring at the second half. Lovely ball in there, drilled in by the man wearing number 17, Shane O'Brien, but goes out to the left hand side and wide for the opening attack. Coming to nothing at the start of the second half. A referee again having a chat with the person on the far side, as the puck out comes from Maigh Cullinn's goalkeeper Jack Malloy, batted down, picked up in the middle of the field there by Cuilinn. Cuilinn sends it over to the far side of the field. It's not a great ball. It might work out for Maigh Cullinn's Fionn McDonough. It does, as he goes on the solo run. He's 45 metres out from goal, sends the ball towards the post, but sends it out to the right hand side of the wide. And the second half has begun here with two wides, a wide apiece for Loughrea and Maigh Cullinn's, and we're as you were at half time, but might be about to change as the ball is drilled in there towards the man who scored 2 goals and a point in the first half for Loughrea. Darren Shaughnessy gets it back out towards Martin McManus. Manus then out and turn towards the 45 metre line, and the ball will go all the way back, and the shot will come in towards the post. It's a good looking shot, but it's going to drop short into the hands of the goalkeeper, who can get it away to this side of the field, and an opportunity for Maigh Cullinn's to launch the ball long. 2-on-2, the ball breaks inside. Loughrea player goes to ground. The referee says that's a foul, and that'll be a free out to Loughrea back inside their own D or semicircle down to our right hand side. The smaller of the two, the arc, of course, the second arc for the football, as the ball is delivered long into the path of Darren Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy out front of his man goes to ground. The referee said no foul, play on, and allows the players to battle for possession. Shaughnessy comes out with it, turns outside looking for an option. The option is to deliver a crossfield ball to close to the sideline, but picked up here by the man wearing 23, Vince Morgan. Morgan now want to go for a shot. It's from a very difficult angle that goes out to the left hand side and wide. The referee has called it back, however, for a free, I think, in for Loughrea. And the man to come out and take it will be Tiernan Cuilinn. Bit of boot work to be done for Vince Morgan. The man was set up 2 goals in the first half and scored one as well for his side. So a free in then to Loughrea at the start of this second half. We're just inside the 3rd minute of action here in Pearse Stadium. As Cuilinn now lifts, strikes, sends the ball towards the post, but again that crossfield breeze that's in there, it's a swirling sort of a breeze in front of that goal that's brought that ball out to the right hand side. And we're still to have the first score of the second half, as a Loughrea player gone to ground out of camera and out of the side of the referee as well. But now the referee is going to stop the play, and we're going to find out who, if anybody in the officials team, have seen anything here. The umpire may be signalling to the referee. The referee talking to 2 of the Loughrea players as he makes his way in. He's in no particular hurry to get in to meet his umpire as he is now. He's obviously been told a little bit of something through the earpiece as well, so this could be pivotal in this game if there were to be a player red carded for something that happened off the ball. So the umpires now, in consultation with the referee Carol Collins, so Carol Collins again has a little bit of a chat with so he's happy enough that nothing is going to become of this. So after all that, we remain the same, but it's going to be a free for Loughrea to be taken by Paul Hooban, and Hooban sends it in towards the danger zone, in towards Shaughnessy. Darren now turns inside on the 21, turns back outside, goes off the left, strikes the ball high, strikes it in, and makes no mistake. For the first point of the second half has gone to Loughrea and gone to Darren Shaughnessy. 4-7 to 12. the early stages of part 2 here. Shaughnessy now has added to his first half tally as well, and that one coming in the 5th minute. Referee spotted a foul. That's going to be a free out. Darren Shaughnessy now with a tally of 2-2 at full forward. Certainly is a target man in there for the reigning county champions as the ball breaks back inside towards Gavin Maher. Maher now tries to get the pass away, goes to ground, it's intercepted. Diarmuid Davern trying to get a pass away, does manage to do well. Maigh Cuilinn spraying the ball around, but spraying it around a little bit too much, and the Loughrea player gone to ground as well, just on the 45 metre line, as the medics are in there straight away to check on the health and welfare of the Loughrea player, who looks a little bit ginger in there, the number 5, Luke McInerney. That's down on the ground, is it? Looks like it is. Certainly not quite happy. There might be a blood sub required as well here, I think, if the Loughrea man needs to go to the sideline. And it remains 4-7 for Loughrea, 12 points for Maigh Cuilinn. Yeah, so he's going to be brought off to the sideline for the moment. The number 9, Colin Cuilinn, it is indeed. And number 19, Alan Kelly, comes in as a blood substitution for Loughrea. So sideline been taken there by Éanna Noon. Back and receives the pass again. He's got a bit of space inside. He goes for a point from out the field. It's dropping in. May stay in play and was touched out by our Maigh Cuilinn player, out for another wide for the Gaeltacht side.
Number 19, Alan Kelly, replaces number 9, Colin Cuilinn.
Certainly the medics of Loughrea are very busy in the last couple of minutes. Now got the other midfielder, Ian Hanrahan, the captain, down with a knee injury or a leg injury. His counterpart in the middle of the field is gone off, Colin Cuilinn, for some treatment to a blood injury, and referee Carol Collins involved in there as well, just to try and see what can be done. It's the spray, the old good deep heat being applied to the leg of Hanrahan, and he's back up again, and hopefully he's fit to continue. So just have had 1 point in the opening 7 minutes of action in the second half, considering we had 4-6 to 12 points in the opening 30 minutes. It's been a barren spell for both sides, as the goalkeeper Garrod Lucknan gets ready to take the puck out, and takes it, he does, to Kieran Hanrahan, and Hanrahan to the centre, dropped out of the hands there of the Loughrea player, who was fouled in the end with a little pullback, and that will be a free for Loughrea, as the scores coming into us thick and heavy all day long. We got a result as well from the intermediate, and a good win for Ceylon over Killimer. Ceylon 1 goal and 18 points, Killimer 1 goal and 16. So the referee has spotted a foul there again. Another Loughrea player goes to ground. This time it's the number 7, Brian Carey. So we've had 7, 8 and 9 all in injury trouble in the last couple of minutes, as Colin Cuilinn is back onto the field again after his treatment, so he's back. But the man that's down now is Brian Carey, way over on the far side, receiving treatment. A game that really has lost its mojo or impetus at the start of the second half. It's really petered out, but certainly Loughrea will be happy if it continues to stay this way. They lead by 7 points. It's 4-7, 19 to 12.
The blood sub for Loughrea returns there. 9 back on for 19.
So play will continue then with a free on the far side of the field, be taken by Paul Hooban. Hooban now standing inside his own 45 metre line, lifts, strikes and sends it on its way. It's high, it's dropping in around the house. For Maigh Cuilinn, 2 Loughrea players in there, and it breaks back towards the goalkeeper Jack Malloy, trying to come out with it. The referee says play on, and he's dispossessed. Darren Shaughnessy back out to Vince Morgan. His shot is blocked down, and Maigh Cuilinn get away with one there, and they try and come out with the ball close to the sideline, sent back and out over the sideline by Mark Bradley, and Loughrea get the sideline ball 21 metres out from goal down to our left hand side. captain of Loughrea is Ian Hanrahan. We saw Éanna Noon put a sideline over from a similar position in the first half. The Maigh Cuilinn goalkeeper is down injured as well. That's Jack Malloy. On his burst out there, he may have picked up a little knock through the helmet. So again, the Maigh Cuilinn medics this time are in to treat. So Malloy being just checked out there by the Maigh Cuilinn medics backroom team. Frank Enright, the manager, of course, of Maigh Cuilinn this year, alongside Derek Kerrigan, Shane Tierney, Tom Faherty, Kieran Ryan, Fergus Gillespie, Paul Flanagan, Vinny O'Sullivan, Brian Fahey, Tom McDermott and Morgan Darcy all involved. So yeah, big backroom team too, more than Loughrea. As Loughrea take the sideline ball short, pushed inside, onto ground, ball trying to be recycled out there, but picked up brilliantly back there by Éanna Davern. Davern under pressure tries to get the pass away and does, but it's all a little bit too tight and a little bit too close there. Loughrea eventually get it out to their centre half forward, but that's given away there by Cuilinn, and it allows now Maigh Cuilinn to go forward. Lovely pass there towards Éanna Noon, scooped out again in turn towards James Bradley. Bradley now going down with one hand, just can't get onto the ball. There's too many blue jerseys there, and it's Loughrea that come away with it through Cayman Cuilinn. Back this side of the field then towards Gavin Maher. Maher goes to ground and he's fouled, and that'll be a free to Loughrea inside their own 45-metre line. It's been start to say the least in this second half. We see another Loughrea player down injured, and the referee is saying, come on, get on with it, we need to play this second half. So Paul Hoogan again goes direct in over the head of Matt Donoghue, close to the sideline, gone out over the sideline from Darren Shaughnessy. It'll be a sideline ball. There's a little bit of rain falling here now in Pearse Stadium. It's pushed up the crowd up to the back of the stand here towards our commentary position. It's blowing straight into the stand here. Let's hope it doesn't come down this way, as that shot comes in from out the field. It goes out to the right hand side and wide, and it's another wide, and a one for Loughrea with just over 12 minutes gone in the second half. One score is all we can tell you about, and that was from Darren Shaughnessy after 5 minutes. But it's a day that was started bright here with sunshine, has now turned into a really wintry sort of a afternoon in Pearse Stadium, as all those brave hardy souls make their way back up to the stand here. Sideline ball for Maigh Cuilinn on the far side of the field. They trail by 4-7 to 12 points. Then we got a half-time score as well from the other preliminary quarter-final that's been played in Kenny Park, as our update will tell us very shortly that it's half-time, and it's Sarsfields that lead Castlegar by 4, 1 goal and 12 points to 11 points, as Vince Morgan now goes for a score from out the field. Vince Morgan gets a good strike on that one and sends it over the bar. Super score by him. He really is in form today. 4-8 to 12 points, and the gap goes a little bit further, as Morgan had already scored a goal and a point. So 1-2 for Vince Morgan. Referee has spotted a foul. 3 Loughrea players around the Maigh Cuilinn man, and we're going to have a stoppage and play again for another injury. So I don't know how much time will be added on at the end of this, but certainly a lot if we're to add up all the stoppages we've had in the opening nearly 14 minutes of the second half. So Hugh McDonough, I think, that's picked up that arm injury. James Bradley is the man that will have the free, looking for Maigh Cuillinn's first score of the second half. Just outside the big arc. It's Bradley now, who come towards the midway point of the second half, gets Maigh Cuillinn's opening score of the second period to bring it 4-8 to 13 points. And Bradley has been one of their top scorers all year. He's now brought his tally to 8 points today. The ball goes out over the sideline on the far side of the field. Loughrea don't get a great purchase on that, but the referee said there was a chop down. Well, I'm not sure if he was trying to tap the ball down as we look back at it again. The referee said it was a chop down. Loughrea were calling for the free for the chop down, but Carl Collins, the man in charge, the man with the whistle, says yes, it was a foul and it will be a free to Loughrea. And Tiernan Cuilinn goes out to take this one. As the sun revisits us again here in Salt Hill. Cuilinn then strikes the ball towards the post. The umpires will go for the white flag, and that's another good score from Tiernan Cuilinn from the place ball. Let's put that between the uprights to bring his side to 4-9 now. That's 21 points to 13. Substitute on the Loughrea team as well. We'll tell you about that in a moment. As ball is delivered crossfield. Ball in. There's a foul there, surely. It says the referee. Spotted in there.
Loughrea substitution. Alan Kelly, number 19, replaces 17 Sean Sweeney.
Yep, that's it. Change there. Sean Sweeney gone off. And number 19, Alan Kelly, who was on as a blood substitution earlier, now gone off the team as Tiernan Cuilinn strikes this one over the bar. 4-10 now to 13 points. So a little bit of a bigger gap emerging now between the two sides here as that ball drops down in towards the cornerback position. Picked up in there by Loughrea, and they can walk the ball out the field again. Down along the line it goes, picked up in here. Crossfield ball is a brilliant ball, but did well in there to get it away and get it out towards the centre. As that ball is delivered in here towards the wing forward from McDonough. He has support outside. Can Maigh Cuilinn go for a score here? They can go for a score, but it's going to tail this time out to the right hand side and wide. And certainly an opportunity goes a begging for Maigh Cuilinn as Loughrea take the puck out quickly out the side of the field then towards Gavin Maher. Maher then sends a strong delivery in around the house, 2-on-2 inside, touched out towards the Loughrea man. Cuilinn back out the field it comes. Here's another scoring opportunity that is taken well there by the captain Ian Hanrahan. No mistake, 4-11 to 13. The last 3 points have come from Loughrea, and there we are, widening the gap out now here as we head towards the 18th minute. Maigh Cuilinn just 1 point in the second half, that from James Bradley, free on 15 minutes, but Loughrea penalised there for a foul on the centre back, Jim Davern, who takes it quickly. Out it goes as far as Colin Cunningham. Cunningham now still going forward, trying to go past 3 Loughrea players, still going but loses the ball, but brilliantly intercepted in there and taken away and cleared out to the far side of the field towards Cuilinn. Cuilinn then strikes it long, delivery in towards the heart of the Maigh Cuilinn defence. 2 Maigh Cuilinn players go to ground, 1 Loughrea player as well, as Tiernan Cuilinn takes the shot, and Tiernan Cuilinn sends that one over the black spot. Another score for Loughrea, another one for Tiernan Cuilinn, but one of the Loughrea players going to ground there, but gets back up onto his feet, and the gap now has gone out to 12 points, 4-12 to 13 points, 25 points plays 13. Maigh Cuilinn in serious need of a goal or two here as the ball is transferred inside now by James Bradley inside, shot across the face of the goal, the delivery out there towards Cian Folin. Folin now picks it up out in front of his man, trying to cut back inside, going from a very difficult angle to take the shot and send it out to the right hand side and wide. Well, it was almost impossible ask over there for the Maigh Cuilinn corner forward. It's probably working the ball in towards a goal scoring opportunity is what they should be at right now, because they trail heavily. 4 goals and 12 points to 13 points, the current score. Ball from way out the field, gone out to the left hand side and wide. So right now it looks like Loughrea will be joining Turlockmore and Tommy Larkins and the winners of Castlegar and Sarsfields as the 4 winners from the preliminary quarter-finals as they go into the quarter-final draws proper later on this evening. The ball is thrown up there and was being pulled on by Cuilinn, but in the end the referee says, look, we have a stoppage, we have an injury again to a Loughrea player. And certainly the medics from both sides have been extremely busy in this second half. Just over 9 minutes of normal time remaining. Loughrea want to bring on the substitute as well. They want to bring in number 5, Luke McInerney, in a couple of moments. Well, Loughrea man back up on his feet again, ready for action. The referee's going to throw it in. Stop the play for that injury to the Loughrea player, and ball eventually delivered in long. Ball inside towards Cuilinn. Sends a lovely pass out the field then, but it's dropped initially. And won well there by Tom O'Connor. Scored a point in the first half for Maigh Cuilinn. Off in turn then goes to Éanna Davern, who delivers it forward, but picked out easily. They're back there in the centre half back channel for Loughrea. They can work the ball forward now through Paul Hooban. Hooban's delivery is good in towards Tiernan Cuilinn. He's having a great second half for Loughrea. Still going forward past his man, looking for support. Lovely ball across this side of the field towards Hanrahan, the captain. Hanrahan now with a little bit of space sends the ball across and puts it up and over the bar. Brilliant score, set up brilliantly by Tiernan Cuilinn. 4-13 to 13 points. Those 4 goals now separate the sides here in Pearse Stadium as Hanrahan gets another point from play. As Loughrea now are going to bring in number 25, Mikey Murray, into the action as well. So changes being made by both sides here, emptying the bench. Karen Collins, the referee, gives the signal then to play to continue, and Maigh Cuilinn goes short with it. Over on the far side, trying to work out a bit of space, get the ball to the centre. And again, the delivery is towards Phil McDonough, who taps it down out in front of him, one-handed, but it's Loughrea who are quicker to the break.
Double substitution, numbers 5, Luke McInerney, and numbers 25, Mickey Murray. Replaces number 9, Cuilinn, and number 20, Gavin Maher.
Confirmation then of the substitutions.
11,
Niall Mannion
replaces number 30, Cian Foley.
Yeah, the yellow card for a Maigh Cuilinn player there as well, as we go towards the final 6.5 minutes here in Pearse Stadium. Loughrea cruising comfortably here, leading by 12, and that may be about to come 13 as Tiernan Cuilinn stands over this one. Just outside the big arc, strikes it in. Caesar comes back off the upright, would you believe it? Hit the post. It's the first time today we've seen the ball come back off a post here in Pearse Stadium, but it's one that Cuilinn would have put over all day long, but it comes ricocheting back off the upright, and from a Maigh Cuilinn perspective, away to safety as Niall Fitzgerald now back the field it goes, and the ball is delivered long in around the house, but with that Loughrea defender sitting there in the pocket, tapped out of defence. Maigh Cuilinn players putting the Loughrea defenders under pressure, but illegally so, says the referee. And now we're going to have that other substitution for Loughrea as well. Neil Carey, number 21, is going to come into the action. Vince Morgan gets a round of applause, I'd say, as he comes off. It's a goal and 2 points for Morgan, but more importantly, setting up of a couple of other goals as well for Loughrea in the first half. He's had a big contribution for the Loughrea men today, as the ball is delivered long again. Tom O'Connor over there for Maigh Cuilinn is going to be under a little bit of pressure, and he's offloaded and does offload it towards the centre. Maigh Cuilinn now driving forward between their own 45 and 65 metre line. Long ball inside towards Éanna Noon. It's at 2 against 1 in there. It's always going to favour a Loughrea player coming out with it. Loughrea man sends it out to this side of the field towards Mikey Murray. Murray beaten to it, however, is in there as well was Alan Kelly. Kelly still going forward. Look, gives the pass to Cuilinn. Tiernan Cuilinn going to go for a score, but his shot is half blocked down and comes back outside towards Neil Carey. Carey just in the action a couple of moments ago. Ball breaks, however, favourably for Maigh Cuilinn. They go back with the short stick pass and walk the ball across the field towards the centre now, towards the number 4, Tom O'Connor. A little bit slow by Maigh Cuilinn. They need to move the ball faster, you'd imagine, and it's Fionn McDonagh now driving forward, looking for a score off the left, strikes it in towards the post, but again it's a poor effort, and it's certainly wise they can't afford to be having, as we're now going to see number 13 Paul Kearns for Maigh Cuilinn come into the action as well. We're into the final few minutes of this preliminary quarter-final of the Forvis Mazars Galway Senior Hurling Championship clash.
Maigh Cuilinn substitution. Number 13 is Paul Kearns for number 24, Mark Bradley.
So both sides have emptied their benches in this second half, and rightly so, as those 4 goals that came in the first half really set up Loughrea, put them on their way. They were always playing within themselves, as Éanna Noon now sends a lovely delivery in there, but picked up and delivered back outside towards Fionn McDonagh, who sends it inside towards Kearns. Kearns overruns the ball, and back there is the Loughrea defence, which has stood tall and tough all day long and give little or nothing away in there. They've conceded 13 points, but considering all that was thrown at them, they dealt admirably with most of it sent to them, as the shot comes in from out the field, way out the field, and out to the right hand side and wide. The final 3 minutes of normal time, then the referee Carol Collins will soon indicate how much time will be added on for those injuries in the start of the second half here, and during that second half, as Maigh Cuilinn are looking to finish their season with a couple of scores. It's Loughrea, and Paul Hoogan comes out with it again. Excellent work by him, gets it out towards the centre, and Hoogan then delivers it off, and it's brought over to this side of the field, but too much on it, out over the sideline, and it's going to be a sideline ball to Maigh Cuilinn. Matt Donoghue, a man, is going to leave it on the deck. Matt looking for some movement, strikes it well, good ball, but it's intercepted there by Darren Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy now still going forward, has support if he needs it, pops it across. Here they go, Loughrea. There was probably one pass too many. The referee has spotted that there was a foul out the earlier. An advantage was being played, and in the end we go back for a free for Loughrea and for Tiernan Cuilinn, and a chance then to stretch the lead even further here as we tick towards the final minute and a half of normal time. We'll get the added on time in a couple of moments. So don't forget our draws will come up later on this evening, as Cuilinn strikes that one, makes no mistake. The umpire goes for the white flag, 4-14 to 13 points, and another point for Tiernan Cuilinn, who's been the top scorer in the second half for Loughrea, as Maigh Cuilinn have only just managed to score 1 point in this second half, and that is against the breeze, of course, but nonetheless they've had a lot of efforts at the post, and they've had a lot of shots that certainly similar to the one that we just witnessed there go out to the left hand side and wide. It's they've been adding up in the second half, certainly the wides. They didn't have that many in the first half, but the amount that they had in the second half, it certainly not helped their cause. 4 in the first half, but imagine in around 6 in this second half here, as we're in the final minute of normal time here. It's going to be a free out for Maigh Cuilinn. That wind continues to blow strongly here in Pearse Stadium, but we got away with just one shower, so we, like the players, thankful enough that they didn't have to deal with any heavy persistent rain showers here, as Maigh Cuilinn now just playing it across the lines as we come towards the final stages of this game. Referee has spotted a foul, and that'll be a free out to Maigh Cuilinn. So it'll be taken by Jamer Davern then down along the sideline down to right hand side. The referee has said spotted a tap in the head there by one of the Maigh Cuilinn players, and that'll be a free out to Loughrea.
There will be at least 3 minutes of additional time at the end of this half. At least 3 minutes of additional time.
3 minutes to be added on then. We're in that 3 minutes right now as the ball is delivered over to the far side of the field. Loughrea looking to finish with another score or two. Ball transferred out by McManus. Out it goes towards the wing back, Brian Carey. Carey sends it in towards the post. It sends it out to the right hand side and wide. And Loughrea too, just like Maigh Cuilinn, have been guilty of some wides and some poor wides in this game, but they'll be quite happy with their tally of 4-14. It's back to winning ways for them after losing out to Cuilinn in their last group game, but Maigh Cuilinn will feel that they might have something left in the tank. But Paul Hoban in there again gets the ball away. He's really cleaned up in around full back there today for Loughrea. The ball reaches Tiernan Cuilinn on the far side of the field, tries to get it inside then towards McManus. Oh, lovely little flick in there by the Maigh Cuilinn defender who goes to ground, and the Loughrea player Mark McManus is in there. It's 3 against 1. Certainly you'd imagine it should favour Maigh Cuilinn and they'd come away with it. So in a minute and a half to go of the added on time here in Pearse Stadium. It's the Forvis Mazars Galway Senior Championship preliminary quarter final. Loughrea look like they've made their way into the draw and they will be in the hash this evening. And again, it's Paul Hoban coming out from it at cornerback. The way number 2 still going forward, manages to get an extra hop in there as well. Now what's his options here? He's going to go for a score from out the field. Copperfast, a great performance by him. Superb performance by Paul Hoban. Comes all the way up the field, was looking to give it to someone, but in the end decided, you know what, I'll flick that ball up and over the bar. What a score by the cornerback, who simply outstanding today, has to be said in defence, and just wraps it up with a brilliant point. About 60 seconds left in our stopwatch here in Pearse Stadium. It's Loughrea 4-15, Maigh Cuilinn 13 points. Ball flicked out over the sideline, and now it's all at the discretion of the referee. How much more will be added on after these 3 minutes have elapsed here? So sideline ball to be taken by Éanna Noon. Scored sideline for his side in the first half, and right now he's looking to go back this time with it. Sends it back. Carl Collins, the referee, is down at the other end of the field as we're in the final few seconds of the added on time. Ball delivered long in by Colin Cunningham, in around the house, up to go for it. Again, it's Hoban that's in there that gets a touch to it. He comes away with it for Loughrea as sends a lovely ball into the hand of Tiernan Cuilinn. Cuilinn now looking for movement inside. That movement is in there. Can Loughrea get onto it? No, they can't, but it still might work out for Darren Shaughnessy. The referee has spotted a foul inside, and that'll be a free out to Maigh Cuilinn. And I think now most people are just waiting for the full-time whistle here, and it'll be onto the draws later on as Maigh Cuilinn looking for a consolation score, looking for a consolation goal, but the ball comes out. The referee Carol Collins says enough is enough. It's all over here in that Pearse Stadium. A win in the end for Loughrea and a place in the quarter-final draw later on this evening. They've beaten Maigh Cuilinn by 4-15 to 13 points. It's Maigh Cuilinn who march on in the Galway Senior Hurling Championship. That's Maigh Cuilinn who bow out. They led at half-time Loughrea by 4-6 to 12 points. And in the end finished up 4-15 to 13 points. My sincere thanks to John, our cameraman on duty here today in Pearse Stadium, to Reese back in studio as well looking after us all, and for me, Tommy Devan from Galway GATV, Stream Sport and Galway BFM. We'd just like to thank you for tuning in today, and until we meet again, Slán agus Bannock live.
Quarter-final clash as he strikes it in, strikes it towards the post. The goalkeeper can only look at it, and it's sent between the uprights. He's playing advantage here. The shot will come in from the man wearing number 22, Martin McManus, and Martin McManus makes no mistake whatsoever, puts that going for the white flag, but it's play continues and it remains a point apiece as Loughrea pick it up now to Tiernan Cuilinn. Cuilinn now crossfield ball towards McManus, goes for a long ambitious effort, ball dropping in, flicked in across and into the back. A beautiful ball inside to McManus. McManus stepping inside, this should be another goal. Oh, he drills it high and up and over the bar. He was going for the this is better by Maigh Cuilinn now. Lovely pass off towards Tom O'Connor. Tom O'Connor driving forward. Tom O'Connor drives it in and Tom O'Connor drives it up and over the bar. Didn't get the goal a few minutes ago, I might get it here. Passes the ball inside. Loughrea going for the juggler here. If they can strike it in, they do strike it up and over the bar. The man wearing 17, Shane O'Brien. Shane back towards the wing back, Gavin Maher, and Maher then delivers it long. This is very good by Loughrea, and here goes Vince Morgan again. Lovely little pass, should be another goal. Here's the opportunity, the ball inside. Maigh Cuilinn with a scoring chance. They send it in, they send it high, and they send it over the bar by Mark Bradley on this occasion. The 11th minute of the first half, Maigh Cuilinn get their third point, 2-3 to 3 points ball. Again, the Maigh Cuilinn marking is non-existence up there from some of those balls, and here goes Shaughnessy again looking for another goal. Shaughnessy back at it, going forward as he pull back. Pleance is the referee. Shaughnessy goes for the point, sends it in, and makes no mistake whatsoever. That's all Loughrea. Lifts, strikes and sends it up and over the bar. Where they go from here is Bradley. This will be a start, and it is a good strike, and it's a 4th point for Senior B as we watched the free being taken and made no mistake by James Bradley. He's 3rd of the afternoon. Yet scored there as now the ball is in the centre of the field, sent in by Éanna Noon. Is that going to go over the bar? Éanna Noon's effort is a good effort, and this would be 5 in a row for Maigh Cuilinn as Bradley strikes it in, makes no mistake, and it's John Mooney, Joseph Mooney now on his own 45-metre line, sends a lovely ball inside once again. The hang goes up for a pass taken brilliantly by Vince Morgan. Morgan now driving on past the 40-metre line, still going forward, gets a little bit of a tap, passes the ball back out. Is this another goal? It is another goal into the back of the register. Another one for his side, strikes it in. Is it going to find its destination? The umpire says it is. He's going for the white flag here. Maigh Cuilinn trying to work the ball inside. This is good work. This should be another score. It's good delivery inside to Jamer Jab at the post from here. We're right behind this one, so we've got a good view. Strikes it in, strikes it well, strikes it up and over the bar. That's a superb wind up, but he's got loads of company there. Oh, brilliant work here by Loughrea. That should be a point. It's high, it's struck up and over the bar by 5. Lifts, strikes, sends the ball in.
There will be at least 1 minute of additional time at the end of this half.
1 minute of additional time being out, turns inside on the 21, turns back outside, goes off the left, strikes the ball high, strikes it in and makes no mistake for the first point of the second half to 11 points as Vince Morgan now goes for a score from out the field. Vince Morgan gets a good strike on that one and sends it over. It's Bradley now. Come towards the midway point of the second half, gets Maigh Cuillinn's opening score. Cuilinn then strikes the ball towards the post. The umpires will go for the white flag, and that's another now gone off the team as Tiernan Cuilinn strikes this one over the bar. 4-10 now to 13. Cuilinn back out the field it comes. Here's another scoring opportunity that is taken well there by the captain Ian Hanrahan. No mistake. Ground, one Loughrea player as well as Tiernan Cuilinn takes the shot, and Tiernan Cuilinn sends that one over the black spot. Another score for lovely ball across this side of the field towards Hanrahan, the captain. Hanrahan now with a little bit of space sends the ball across and puts it up and over the bar. Brilliant score, set up brilliantly by